parable of the ungrateful tenants. And we're going to talk today about sent. We were talking yesterday about the fact that they misinterpreted his coming. Those who hated him misinterpreted, and those who loved him misinterpreted his coming. And so others were looking for a reason to discredit the Lord Jesus Christ, and others were looking for a reason to destroy him. In this audience, he was the leaders of Israel, and the scribes, and the Pharisees, and the Sadducees, as well as believers and those who trusted him. In Israel, there are two kinds of land. There are hills and flatlands. The hills are terraced to plant vineyards and orchards. And then you have flatlands used to plant crops. And so this way, there was no waste in the land, and all property was used, whether hillside or flatlands. And they would tend and lend the land out and pay the owner a certain percentage to produce profits for them. And these men were free to be creative and use the land in its fullest potential. And the owner went on a long journey and left the land to the man or the family to plant and work like a sharecropper. And all the journeys were long in that day. And in verse 10 it says, "And the season he sent a servant to the husbandman, that they should give him the fruit of the vineyard. But the husbandman beat him and sent him away empty. And again he sent another servant, and they sent him also, and entreated him shamefully, and sent him away empty. And again he sent a third, and they wounded him also and cast him out. The owner, when time was right, sent a slave or a servant to collect his profits. The servant was an authorized representative of the owner and had the authority to do in his stead and his bidding anything he needed to. This was a shameful and ungrateful criminal action not to pay what he owed and then beat the owner's representative. Not to pay the owner was a criminal act in that day. To beat this man was a criminal act. And beat in this verse is a strong tense of the verb, which meant a full body pummeling. But then the owner, after the servant returned him to his shameful treatment, he sent a second servant and the third servant, and they beat them as well and sent them away empty-handed. The Greek word they derive beat from here is the same word we get the word traumatized from. And so these men acted outrageous in view of the opportunity and the freedom they had been given to do great things for the owners themselves. This owner had unbelievable patience. This owner had unbelievable mercy. And the owner gave them 3 opportunities to do right by him, and they still didn't do it. To line up the agreement that they had themselves made with him. What a shame that they did not do right by the owner. Are you doing right by the owner of your life today? Are you doing what you want to do or what you ought to do? Before we go off the air today, I missed birthdays. Today is Thursday, April the 25th. And if I mess up today, I'm in big trouble because today is my wife's birthday. Happy birthday to my wife, to Chandler Snow, and Hunter Bryant. May y'all have a great birthday. And may he be your strength for today and your hope for